team, and the program.
Yeah, the fifth-year seniors, all of them, mean an awful lot because they all have been through a bunch, and they fought and they've competed. And any time that I get down or having a tough day, you think about those guys, and that's what keeps you going. They mean a lot to the program, and obviously Alex in particular because of how long he's been playing. And, he's one of the few guys that went to the Sugar Bowl. Well, he didn't play, but he was there. So he's been in the good. He's been through pretty much everything. So for him, that's why even with all the youth, you want to have success for guys like that.
Matt, I guess I'll ask the obvious, but how's Matt Corral looked throwing the ball and
good? Matt continues to get better and better. Him and John Rice split reps with the ones, pretty much the whole time, and he's looked good. And I think. They're so different. They've got a totally different skill set. So it's good to have both those guys ready. And I think it's a challenge for a defense to have to prepare for both.
How have the teammates responded to the challenge of dealing with two quarterbacks rotating in and out?
Good. I think competition is good. They have it at every position. So a quarterback is no different. So I think when you have guys that can play, and Grant as well, it's good to have competition, and I think it's they push each other to be better.
If you guys do end up using two quarterbacks, you mentioned doing different skill sets, is it a little easier to intertwine them because they offer I guess their skill sets are that different?
Yeah, I mean, we're fortunate to have them because they are both very, very talented kids, and they both work really hard. It's important to both of them.
Did you expect to see so many freshmen on defense play this year with Finley, Stanley, and et cetera?
Well, when you recruit them, you hope they're good enough to play, obviously. I think it's a credit to Coach McIntyre getting those guys ready to go, and all the defensive coaches having those guys ready. When your number's called, you got to step in there and go regardless of how old you are. And now getting into Game 7, you hope they're not freshmen anymore. You hope they're starting to get their feet wet and get going.
You did a really good job last week on Pinckney, and now you got Alberto this week. How is the plan kind of similar in how you attack them?
Yeah, I think anytime you got a good tight end, it's tough because they put you in a bind because of the run threat, and then probably somebody that has to cover him has to play the run too. So they do a good job of using him, and we'll have our work cut out, but have our eyes right. The communication has to be good.
Matt, their defensive front is obviously very, very good. I mean, are they comparable to anybody? Are they comparable to Alabama? Anybody else play?
They play a little bit closer to Auburn. Guys that we play every year as far as penetrators, guys that move. They don't sit and hold point very much. These guys are moving constantly, and they're very, very quick and very, very good. And they show up in a bunch of different spots. I've been impressed watching those, and they get in the backfield and create negative plays quite a bit.
You still feel pretty good about having Elijah and Haynes back for this one?
Yes.
Is there anything different about these road trips that you guys go on, I don't know, once a decade or so?
Not in particular. We get into a routine, and they're all pretty much the same regardless of where you go. You're spending the same amount of time at the hotel, getting to the stadium. So they get to a routine. Even with us on home games, we're going to a hotel, so you kind of get into a routine. We'll try to go by the stadium before the game just so we can kind of see it because it's my first time there. It will be the players' first time as well.
Did you sense you guys
to see some of the teams in the East more often on the schedule?
That's going to be answered by people other than Matt Luke. Whatever, but I think it's I think it's good. I think the fans enjoy playing a different team, maybe going to a different venue and seeing a different venue. I think it's unique, and I think Barry's done a great job over at Missouri, and those guys play hard and they play the game the way it's supposed to be played. So I've been very impressed with those guys on tape.
You guys have kind of talked about improving and finding a little bit of an identity the last couple weeks. Do you kind of view this as an opportunity, I don't know if breakthrough is the right word, but kind of to get a signature-ish win on the road?
I think we just got to build and keep getting better. I think all that will take care of itself if you focus on yourself and you continue to get better, continue to build an identity, and you find a way to win football games, no matter if it's 3-0 or 50-49, or you rush for 400 or you throw for 400 or whatever. You just find a way to win football games. I think that's what teams do as they continue to grow up, is they find ways to win ugly. They play really good, they win. They don't play really good, they find a way to win. I think that's what we're doing, is finding a way to grow and to build.
As far as the first quarterback on the field Saturday night, I mean, would that be another game time kind of situation?
We're looking at it, but again, I don't know as of right now. But again, they've been splitting reps, and both have looked good.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.